Ladies and gentlemen, one last weekend here in Boca Raton, Florida. A little bit of a delayed start to this one. It's the visiting Tampa Spartans taking on your Lynn Fighting Knights. Last conference matchup, last series of the year for these Fighting Knights. Tampa comes into this one 37-3 record. Fighting Knights sitting at 21-28. They're 9-18 in conference play. Tampa at 25-2. Just about set to begin after that delay. Haley Fardanish in the pitching circle for the Fighting Knights. 3.21 ERA for Fardanish, 1.57 walks plus hits per inning, 7-17 record, making her 30th appearance, 26th start. As we're just about set to get going.
And once again in the circle for your Fighting Knights, number 24, Haley Fardanish.
Lauren Fantone going to lead it off here for the Spartans. Fantone's batting .314 this year. Tampa, number one ranked team in the country in Division II softball. It's going to be a big test for the Knights this weekend. Looking to pick up a series win before closing the year out. Fantone ahead in the count. It's 2-0. Knights coming off of a long break. This is the first game action for the Fighting Knights since April 22nd. Fardanish fires that one in for a strike. And the count now at 2-1 on Fantone. Two-one pitch just off the dish. Moves the count to 3-1 now on Fantone. For Tampa, it's going to be Fantoni, Keister, and Galhouse at the top of the lineup as that one's fouled out of play. Count now at 3-2. Fourth spot's going to be Cameron, Eager, Perkins, Chevalier, Watson, DeSimone, Allen, and Balmer. It's going to be a walk to begin things
Center fielder,
for the Spartans. It's going to bring up Lily Keister for Tampa. Sophomore, she's hitting .394 this year. Having a great season for the Spartans. 130 plate appearances, 99 at-bats, 39 hits, 3 doubles, 2 triples, and 19 runs batted in for Keister. 1-0 count. Again, Knights, a bit of a layoff since their last game. So Fardanish looking to knock some of the rust off. There's a bunt attempt. It's going to go as a swing for Keister, unable to put the bunt down. So the count now at 1-1. There's a bunt from Keister. Otero fields it, throws it over to first, and the sacrifice bunt's going to work as Fantoni's able to reach second on the sacrifice bunt.
The pitcher number 21, Mariah Galehouse.
That's going to bring up the pitcher, Mariah Galehouse. A little bit more about Galehouse later and what she's done in the circle. But at the plate, Galehouse is hitting .327 this year. 37 hits for her, 6 doubles, 3 triples, and 3 home runs. Fardanish set and deals. First pitch is up and out, and the count now at 1-0. One out here for the Knights. Runner on second. Lauren Fantoni able to reach first on a bunt. It's a line drive to center that's caught by Taylor Scala for the second out of the inning. 2 outs on the board now for the Knights. That's going to bring up Cameron Eager. Weininger is batting .404 this year for Tampa. 44 hits and 109 at-bats, 8 doubles, 5 triples, and 5 home runs. She's second on the team, trailing Chevalier in the home run category. Really balanced lineup for Tampa. It's been a large part of their success this year. team as a staff is hitting .330 this year. Their on-base percentage is .398, and they're slugging at .480. That pitch taken for ball 3. So the count now at 3-0. Base hoping at first. Although I'm sure Fardanish will look to attack and try to get out of this inning. Ooh, close pitch. Taken for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk will keep the inning alive for Tampa. It's going to be Avery Perkins next. Perkins is hitting .359 this year. 33 hits. 2 triples for her. First pitch outside, and the count now at 1-0. Defensively for the Fighting Knights, in the outfield from left to right, it's Simpson, Scala, and Godmare. Across the diamond, Otero, Lovins, Morgan Scala, and Eliza Gonzalez. Destiny Torres doing the catching behind home plate. There's a called strike 2, excuse me. Sorry, counts 1-1. That was strike 1. There's a swing and a miss. That's strike 2. And the count now at 1-2. Lots of fun at the ballpark this weekend for the Fighting Knights. Senior Day is tomorrow, as Fardanish will get the strikeout and end the top half of the first. We'll be back to tell you more about the fun this weekend after this break. Bottom half of the first set to begin. Leading it off for the Knights is going to be Morgan Simpson, Amy Godmare, and Eliza Gonzalez. In the pitching circle for the Spartans is Mariah Galehouse. 20 appearances for Galehouse. 15 starts, 13-3 record, 3 saves, 9 complete games in 104 2/3 innings pitched. Galehouse has only given up 80 hits and 20 earned runs, leading her to have a 1.34 ERA. As we're just about set to begin, it's going to be Morgan Simpson leading it off. 265 batting average this year. This is Simpson's 46th start of the year. Galehouse starts her off with a strike to begin things in the bottom half of the first. Knights able to get out of that first inning jam. Runners on first and second. Pair of walks from Fardanish, but she was able to work out of it, picking up a big strikeout. 1-1 count to Simpson. That one's in the air, and that's going to fall in center field. Morgan Simpson going to have herself a base hit to lead things off for the Knights. That's going to bring up Amy Godmare. Godmare's hitting .235 this year for the Knights. This is her 40th appearance, 32nd start of the year. 20 hits for Godmare, 3 doubles and 6 RBIs. First pitch is swung on and miss. Simpson on the move. The throw is not in time. And Morgan Simpson has herself another stolen base, as Simpson adds to her school record single season stolen base leader. That was Simpson's 36th stolen base of the year. Ball and a strike to Godmare. There's a bunt from Godmare. It's a good one. The throw to first is in time. But Godmare able to move Simpson over to third. And just like that, the Knights have something going here in the bottom half of the inning. A great sacrifice bunt from Godmare. Great play by Galehouse. Moved quickly off the pitching circle to get to that ball and make a jumping throw over to first. So Eliza Gonzalez up next for the Knights. Gonzalez having a great week of action a few weeks ago. Gonzalez saw her batting average rise over 100 points. She's now hitting over 300 at 320. Here's a good bunt attempt. The throw home is in time. So a great play by the Spartans to keep this one scoreless. Knights trying to get a squeeze play in. Head coach Cassie Pickett going to talk to the home plate umpire. So a fielder's choice puts Gonzalez at first. First pitch taken for strike one. Count 0-1 to Adriana Otero. That pitch outside. Oh, one pitch swung on and missed. Otero batting .259 this year for the Knights, making her 43rd start of the year. So that one's outside. Graduate student from Miami, Florida. Otero will be featured tomorrow. Count 2-2, excuse me. Otero's going to be featured tomorrow for Senior Day. Festivities beginning 30 minutes before first pitch. Swung on and missed. Throw over to first is in time. And that'll do it here in the bottom of the first. Knights stranded runner on one hit through one complete. We're tied up at 0. We'll be back for the second after this. Top half of the second, Lexi Chevalier at the plate for the Spartans. First pitch from Fardanish, fired in for strike one. Chevalier batting .275 this year for the Spartans, 6 home runs, team leading, as well as 34 RBIs. Behind in the count, 0-2. Hits, 8 doubles, and a triple as well. Good pitch from Fardanish, but it's just low and away. Count now at 1-2. Tomorrow, Senior Day. Today, moving day for the Fighting Knights. Bunch of Fighting Knights moving out today. Bunch of storage pod units. Seniors saying goodbye. Yesterday was graduation for the Fighting Knights. 2-2 pitch inside. Count full now at 3-2. Fardanish set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. And Haley Fardanish picks up her second strikeout of the game. Going to put an out on the board here in inning number 2.
The catcher, Carolyn Watson.
That's going to bring up the catcher, Carolyn Watson. Watson batting .194 this year. Fardanish set and deals. First pitch upstairs. And the count at 1-0. Here's the pitch. That one's in the air to right. Godmare arranging in. She'll make the catch. Had to fight the sun. But that'll be the second out of the inning. 2 outs on the board now for Tampa. And that's going to bring up number 7, Kate DeSimone. DeSimone's hitting .289 this year for the Spartans. 24 hits for her, 5 doubles, and 9 RBIs on the year. DeSimone looking to get things started here in the second. First pitch from Fardanish is in there. And the count now at 0-1. Second pitch just upstairs. Fardanish wanted it, but the count now at 1-1. No hits so far for the Spartans. Top half of the second, 2 outs. So that one's on the ground. Tough play. Fardanish throws it to first. She'll make it in time for the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down here in the top half of the second for the Knights. We'll be back for the bottom of the inning after this. Bottom half of the second, just about set to begin. Leading it off for the Knights is going to be Josie Sumter, followed by Olivia Lovins and Morgan Scala for the Knights. Sumter leading the team in just about all major categories. .296 batting average, .917 on base plus slugging. That's due in large part to her 7 home runs on the year. That leads the team. Sumter also has 3 triples on the season, also a team leading stat. 63 total bases and a slugging percentage of .548. Sumter has been a staple in this Knights lineup, out the 4 spot. She takes that first pitch for ball 1. 1-0 count. Galehouse back in the pitching circle for the Spartans. Big swing and a miss on the changeup there. And the count now even at 1-1. Changeups upstairs. 2 balls now and a strike on Josie Sumter, designated player for the Knights today. Sumter's split time between the DP position and second base. Senior Morgan Scala getting the start at second today. 3-1 count to Sumter. There's a swing and a miss, and the count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled off, so Sumter will stay alive. Ball caught. Piece of her foot. Hopefully she's okay. Seems to be all right. Count still at 3-2. Around the league here at Lynn, women's golf ranked at number 1 in the country as they get set for the NCAA tournament. Sumter's going to ground out to second, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. Men and women tennis here at Lynn finishing up their season. Good season for the Fighting Knights. Had a strong year. We're going to await the final rankings. But both the men and the women were nationally ranked throughout the year. The Lynn women's top ranking in in tennis, was 4th. Lovin's at the plate. She's batting .238 this year. .29 hits for her, 1 home run and 11 RBIs. She's behind in the count 0-2. That one's fouled off. So the count's still at 0-2. Lovins went 2 for 3 in the first game of the series against Nova Southeastern. As she's going to ground that one to second, the throw to first will be in time, and that's going to be out number 2 here in the second. So a pair of groundouts to second will bring up Morgan Scala with 2 outs here in the second as the Fighting Knights look to continue the inning. Scala hitting .119 this year, making her 19th start of the season. She takes that first pitch for strike 1. Count now at 0-1. The men's tennis team's best ranking was 20th this year, and they both participated in the NCAA regional. Second pitch in there for strike 2. 0-2 count now on Scala. Men's baseball taking the trip over to Tampa today as well. Men and women lacrosse has finished up their season. Women spent a large part of the season in the top 25 rankings as well. Best ranking at 18 as Scala fouls that off. So lots of good stuff going on for the Fighting Knights this spring. Summer break around the corner. And then it's back into fall action. Women's volleyball will begin the 23-24 sports calendar. Scala's going to ground that one out to the pitcher, Galehouse. And that's going to do it here in the second. After 2 complete, we're still tied up at 0. Top half of the third right after this. Welcome back. Set to begin the top half of the third. Mackenzie Allen, a grad student, leading it off for the Spartans. Allen batting .263 this year. 5 hits and 19 at-bats for her. 1-0 count. Pitch from Fardanish in there. And we're all even now to ball and a strike. Score still tied up at 0 early in this one. Both teams with runners in scoring position in the first inning, unable to score. And both teams going down 1-2-3 in the second. 2-1 count to Allen. As that one lined out to Adrian Otero. Quick reflexes there at third. It's going to put an out on the board here in inning number 3. And that's going to flip us back to the top of the lineup. It's going to be Lauren Fantoni.
The left fielder, number 8, Lauren Fantone.
Fantone led off the game with a walk in her first plate appearance. Takes a ball there. Count now at 1-0. Fardanish, 2 1/3 inning of work so far. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. As she just hit pitch number 35. There's a liner to short, but that one's corralled by Olivia Lovins. And it's going to be the second out here in inning number 3. That's going to bring up Lily Keister. Keister still looking for her first at-bat today. She was walked in her first plate appearance. Fardanish set. Here's the pitch. That one's grounded to Otero. A diving grab. Throw over to first is in time. And a couple of web gems here in inning number 3 for the Fighting Knights. Will retire the side in order. We'll be back for the bottom of the third. Torres, Scala, and Simpson. Bottom half of inning number 3 set to begin. Leading it off for the Knights, Destiny Torres, Fighting Knights catcher in this one. Torres is batting .222 this year. She was 0 for 1 in her previous game against Nova Southeastern. Galehouse back in the pitching circle. She fires in a strike to begin the third. So 0-1 count on Torres. Knights with 1 hit in this one, looking for some more. So that pitch is outside. If you're just tuning in, today's game is starting a little bit late. Unfortunately, we had an umpire fainting prior to the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him. Hopefully he's okay. And it pushed this one back. There's a ground ball to third. That one's corralled by Chevalier. She throws it over to first in time for out number 1. That's going to bring up Taylor Scala. Scala, senior, batting .261 this year, making her 44th start of the year. 31 hits, home run, and 6 RBIs on the season for Scala. First pitch in there for strike 1. 0-1 count on Taylor Scala. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled back, and the count is now at 0-2. That pitch fouled off towards the Spartans' dugout. So still 0-2 on Scala. 1 out here in the third. Here's the pitch. That one's grounded to second. Scala digging to first, but she won't be able to beat it out. 4-3 in the scorebook. We'll put 2 outs on the board as the lineup card flips back over for the Knights to Morgan Simpson. Simpson 1 for 1 today. She has the only hit in this one. It was a single right back up the middle. They got things started for the Knights in the first. First pitch is fouled off, and the count now at 0-1. Mariah Galehouse, 2 2/3 inning of work, only 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Comes the 0-1. Simpson grounds that one foul over towards the Knights dugout, and the count now at 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch is swung on and miss, and that's going to do things here in the third. We're still scoreless. Head to the top of the fourth. It's going to be Galehouse, Weininger, and Perkins due up after this. Top half of inning number 4 set to begin. Mariah Galehouse at the plate. She's 0 for 1 today. Galehouse lined out back in the first. 0-1 count to begin the 4th inning. Still scoreless. Spartans looking for their first hit. There's a changeup upstairs from Fardanish. Puts the count even at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Upstairs. Count now at 2-1. That one's in the air towards foul territory. Gonzalez runs out of space. That one's foul and out of play. So the count now at 2-2. Fardanish set, looking to retire Galehouse. That one is a hard hit ball, but foul. So still 2-2. That one was sent a mile foul. So 2-2 still. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. And the count now full at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Fardanish set and deals. That one's in the air to center. Scala is under it. And she makes the catch for out number 1. 1 out on the board. That's going to bring up Cameron Weininger. Weiniger was walked.
Second baseman, number 12, Cam Winiger.
First pitch in there for strike one. So 0-1 count. There's a ball that was just on the foul side of the foul line. So the count now at 0-2 on Cameron. Otero with a diving attempt. So Winiger now behind in the count 0-2. She's going to put that one in play, and that's going to fall. First base hit of the night for the Spartans. A single up the middle for Winiger will bring up Perkins. Avery Perkins is 0 for 1 today.
Number 10, the designated player, Avery Perkins.
Perkins struck out back in the first. So one out here in inning number 4. Runner at first for the Spartans. Here comes the pitch from Fardanish. It's upstairs. Count now at 1-0. One-0 pitch. It's slapped the other way, but that's going to fall foul. The count now at 1-1. So a ball and a strike to Perkins. This is the Spartans' 5th batter in the lineup. 1-1 pitch from Fardanish is grounded to first. Gonzalez will go to second. Lovins. Oh! They're going to call her safe at second. I don't understand what the call is on. And, yeah, that's going to bring head coach Cassie Pickett out. Umpire saying that she came off the base. So the umpires will discuss it. As of right now, it's an error on Gonzalez on the throw. So a quick chat between the field umpire and home plate umpire. Looked like the field umpire initially called that Lovins didn't come back down on the bag when she went up to catch it. And they're going to call her safe. Tough break for the Knights. It was a close play.
Third baseman, number 13, Lexi Chevalier.
So, still one out. Lexi Chevalier at the plate, and she hits that one a mile. Wow. Long foul ball for strike one. That one cleared the fence by a good 15, 20 feet. So 0-1 count. One out here in the 4th. Fardanish set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's in there for strike 2. Count now at 0-2. Knights trying to work their way out of this one. A single and an error has put runners at first and second. It's Weiniger at second, Perkins at first. 0-2 count to Chevalier. She's going to pop that one up and out of play. That one bounces off the broadcast booth. Count still at 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Changeup swung on and miss. And Fardanish picks up her 3rd strikeout in this one. 2 outs now for the Knights. That's going to bring to the plate number 15, Carolina Watson.
Carolyn Watson.
That was Chevrolet's second strikeout in this one. Watson 0 for 1. She flew out back in the second. First pitch fouled off. So on 1 count, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Knights trying to get out of the inning. That one is inside. And the count even now at a ball and a strike. That pitch is low and away, and the count now at 2-1. One hit for Fardanish in 3 2/3 innings of work. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Looking to get out of her 4th inning with this pitch. That one's driven to left. That's down. Simpson, the throw home. It's on the target. The throw is not in time, though. And that's going to be a base hit for Watson. It's going to bring in a run. Watson able to advance to second. Perkins able to advance to third on the throw.
7, Kate DeSimone.
So an unearned run for Fardanish. We'll make this a 1-0 game. Kate DeSimone at the plate. She's 0 for 1 today. Fardanish set. First pitch. In play. Backhand by Fardanish. Throw to first is in time. And that'll do it in the top of the 4th. Tampa's able to pick up a run on 2 hits and 1 error. Strand 2 runners. We move to the bottom of the 4th. Spartans lead at 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 4 set to begin. It's going to be Amy Godmare, Eliza Gonzalez, and Adriana Otero due up for the Knights. Tough top half of the 4th for Lynn. Questionable call at second. Led to that base hit that scored a run for Tampa. So 1-0. Knights now going to have to fight from behind. Try to get back in this one. Godmare's 0 for 1 today. Excuse me, Godmare actually, without an at-bat in this one, she had a sacrifice bunt in her first plate appearance. She's going to slap that the other way, but it's foul. Count now at 0-1. Knights have found themselves in a couple of close SSC conference games over the past couple weeks. A couple of really close games against Nova that didn't go the Knights' way. Knights picking up a tight victory over St. Leo a few weeks back. Godmare fouls that one off. So the count's still at 0-2. Galehouse looking for her third strikeout in this one. Here's the pitch. That one on the ground to Galehouse. She'll toss over to first, and that's in time for out number 1. It's going to bring up Eliza Gonzalez.
Number 17, Eliza Gonzalez.
Gonzalez is 0 for 1 today. She reached on a fielder's choice. A squeeze bunt attempt back in inning number 1 for Gonzalez. She was able to reach first. So there's a bunt attempt there. But Simpson was thrown out the plate. 0-1 count on Gonzalez. Galehouse set and deals. That one's low, and the count now at a ball and a strike. Gonzalez was 3 for 3 against Florida National. 2 for 4, and then 2 for 2 in the first 2 games against Tampa. Had a super hot streak as she flies that one out to right field for out number 2. So bring up Adriana Otero for the Knights. Otero's 0 for 1 today. Allen making the catch out there and right. She had to fight the sun. It's been a problem today. There's a first pitch called strike. Looked a bit upstairs. So 0-1 count on Otero. Here's the pitch. She's going to ground that one foul down the third base line. 0-2 now. 2 outs here in the 4th for the Knights. 1 hit so far today for Lynn. Here's the 0-2 to Otero. It's up and out. Count now at a ball and 2 strikes. And that one's in the air, but caught out and left. Liner for Otero. Fantoni able to make the catch. And that'll do it here through 4. Spartans leading it 1-0. We'll be back for the 5th after this. Top half of inning number 5 set to begin. It's going to be 9-1-2 for Tampa Spartans. Mackenzie Allen leading it off. She's 0 for 1 today. Allen lined out to Adriana Otero back in the 3rd. Fardonish set and deals. There's a bunt attempt, but it goes foul. Moves the count to 0-1. 4 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts for Fardonish. She's been really good through 4. 0-1 pitch fouled off. Moves the count now to 0-2. Knights trailing by 1. 1 hit for the Fighting Knights. 2 hits for Tampa. That one's fouled up and away. And the count's still at 0-2. Fighting Knights still within striking distance, only trailing the Spartans by 1. As we move towards the later portion of this game. Pitch outside, moves the count to 1-2. Here's a 1-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt. Count even now at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one in play. Otero over to first is in time for out number 1. Great play by Adrian Otero. And that'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. It's going to be Lauren Fantone.
Number 8, the left fielder, Lauren Fantone.
Fantone's 0 for 1 today. She walked and lined out in the third. First pitch upstairs. And the count at 1-0. That pitch upstairs. Count now at 2-0. Fardanish looking to pick up a signature win for the Fighting Knights as they look to tackle down the number 1 team in the country. 3-0 pitch is taken. That's a 4-pitch walk. So that'll put Fantone at first. And that'll bring up Lily Keister for the Spartans.
Lily Keister.
1 out here in the 5th. Keister's 0 for 1. She was walked back in her first plate appearance. Once again, we'd like to announce, ladies and gentlemen, as that's a strike, runner on the move. Fantone able to steal second there. So 0-1 count with the stolen base. Senior Day is tomorrow for the Fighting Knights. Coverage will begin early here in the broadcast booth for Senior Day. So if you're not able to come to the park, don't worry. You can catch all the festivities here on the SSC Digital Network. As that one's grounded to second, Morgan Scala throws over to first in time for out number 2. Scala, one of the seniors that will be honored tomorrow. Morgan and her sister Taylor Scala, Adrian Otero, Amy Godmare, and student manager Haley Weiss.
Number 21, Mariah Galehouse.
So tomorrow's broadcast set to begin at approximately 11:30. 2 outs, runner on third. Galehouse at the plate. She's 0 for 2 today. Line out and a fly out, both to center field. There's another one to center. Scala's under it, and she makes the catch. So that'll do things here in the top half of the 5th. Spartans strand a runner on third, and we move to the bottom of the 5th after this. Bottom half of inning number 5 set to begin. Knights setting up Josie Sumter, Olivia Lovins, and Morgan Scala to the plate. Sumter 0 for 1 in this one. She grounded out back in the second. Knights looking to put something together here in the 5th. Trailing 1-0 over the Spartans. Knights trying to crack a 3-game losing streak. As Sumter hits that one deep to center field, it's got a chance, but is caught by Keister at the warning track for the first out here in the 5th. Sumter got a good piece of that one, just missed it. So 1 out for Olivia Lovins. Lovins 0 for 1 today. Knights looking to break a streak against Tampa. Fighting Knights have lost their last 11 games over the Spartans. There's a ground ball from Lovins. It's going to be a tough play at short. But the throw to first is in time from Balmer for out number 2. So it's going to be up to Morgan Scala here in the 5th to keep things going. Scala is 0 for 1. One and 0 count to Scala. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be corralled at first by DeSimone. She'll step on the bag herself, and that's going to do it. Here in the 5th, Knights go down 1-2-3 through 5. Spartans still lead at 1-0. Top half of the 6 due up after this.
Second baseman, number 12, Cam Winninger.
Top half of the 6. Cameron Winninger due up. She swings at the first pitch she sees. Morgan Simpson able to make the catch at the track for out number 1. So a long fly out for both the Fighting Knights and Tampa to lead off these innings.
Player, Avery Perkins.
1 out, Avery Perkins at the plate. Perkins is 0 for 2 today. Strikeout and a reach on error for Perkins as she grounds out up the middle. Scala unable to corral the backhand. And it's going to be an infield single for Avery Perkins with 1 out here in the 6th. That's going to bring up number 13, Lexi Chevalier.
Third baseman, number 13, Lexi Chevalier.
Chevalier is 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. That one's in the air. Shallow center. Scala under it. She makes the catch. And that'll be the second out of the 6th. 2 outs. Caroline Watson at the plate.
The catcher, number 15, Carolyn Watson.
Watson so far has been the difference maker in this one. An RBI single back in the 4th that has given the Spartans a 1-0 lead. We'll see if it holds, but as of right now, the difference maker. First pitch is low. Count at 1-0. 5 2/3 innings of work for Fardanesh. 3 hits, only the unearned run, 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. She's done a great job of keeping the Spartan lineup at bay. As that one is into center. It's going to be caught by Taylor Scala for the 3rd out of the 6th. Knights will send up Torres, Scala, and Simpson to the plate for the bottom of the 6th after this. Bottom of the 6th, set to begin.
Thank you.
A substitution for the Fighting Knights. Looks like Faith Miller is going to take over for Destiny Torres at the plate. Miller batting .268 this year. This is her 41st appearance. 19 hits and 71 at-bats. 4 doubles and a home run for Miller. So head coach Cassie Pickett looking for a spark here in the bottom of the 6th as the Knights try to steal one against the Spartans. 0-1 count. Miller fouled off the first pitch. That one on the ground to first. Desimone able to make the play. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Taylor Scala.
Now batting number 2, Taylor Scala.
Scala's 0 for 1 today. She grounded out back in the 3rd. First pitch taken for ball 1. Count 1-0 on Taylor Scala. Here's the pitch. Ooh, heads up. That one going towards the fans who are walking away from the stadium. Weren't paying attention. So 1-1 count on Scala. Thankfully everyone's okay over there. There's another foul ball that way. So the count now at 1-2. Scala looking to get things going before the lineup cards flips over. There's one in the air to left. That ball is caught in foul territory by Fantoni for out number 2. So we're back to the top of the lineup. It's Morgan Simpson. She has the only hit for the Fighting Knights today. A single back in the 1st. Gelhaus has been perfect since. Nearly, perfect since. There's a ground ball right to Gelhaus. And she'll throw it over to first in time for out number 3. That's going to do it for the 6th. Knights trailing 1-0. We'll be back for the 7th after this. Top half of the 7th set to begin. A couple changes. First for the Knights defensively. Destiny Torres back in at catcher. And batting for Desimone will be number 23, Abigail Siegel. So a pinch hitter for Desimone. First pitch swung on and missed. So the count at 0-1 on Siegel. Siegel hitting .714 this year. 5 hits and 7 at-bats. That one's fouled off. Count now at 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes on the pinch hitter, Siegel. Knights looking to hold it to a 1-run game. Try to win it in the bottom of the inning. There's a strikeout from Fardanish. That's going to put 1 out on the board here in the 7th. Fardanish's 4th strikeout of the game will bring us to the 9th batter. This is Mackenzie Allen at the plate. Grad student. She's 0 for 2 today. Line out and a ground out. First pitch in there for strike 1. So 0-1 count. I'm not trying to look too far ahead. Knights still have to hold Tampa in this inning. But the heart of the lineup due up. In the bottom of the 7th, it'll be Godmare, Gonzalez, and Otero. One pitch. That's grounded to Otero. She bobbles it. And a costly error there for the Knights. We'll put Allen at first. It's going to flip the lineup card back over.
Left fielder number 8, Lauren Fantone.
Lauren Fantone at the plate. First pitch. Taken for ball 1. Fantone is 0 for 1 today. Pair of walks and a line out. Walked in the first, lined out in the 3rd, and walked in the 5th. Fantone would make it all the way to 3rd in the 5th, but could not score. Runner on the move, swung on and missed. The throw to second's a good one. Not in time. So a ball and a strike. Good throw by Torres. It was on the money. Just a hair too late. And that's going to put Allen in scoring position. One pitch. That one's driven. That's going to go to the gap. It's going to score a run. So an RBI single for Fantone will make this a 2-0 game. It's another unearned run for Fardanish as of right now.
Center fielder number 3, Lily Keister.
Lily Keister at the plate. First pitch taken for ball 1. So Knights trailing by 2 here in the 7th. Spartans able to pick up the insurance run that they've been looking for. 2-0 pitch. It's grounded to short. Great play by Lovins. Over to second for 1. Not a play at first, so a fielder's choice. That's going to put 2 outs on the board now and bring up the pitcher, Mariah Galehouse.
Mariah Galehouse.
2 outs on the board here in the 7th. Galehouse 0 for 3 today. 3 flyouts, all to center field. First pitch outside. Count at 1-0. Ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one's on the ground to second. Throw over to first is in time, and that'll do it here in the 7th. Knights will look to steal this one from the Spartans. They trail by 2. Godmare, Gonzalez, and Otero due up after this. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the bottom of the 7th. Knights looking to pick up a win over the number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans. They trail by 2. It's going to be Amy Godmare, Eliza Gonzalez, and Adriana Otero. As we look for a hero here in Boca. First pitch from Galehouse is grounded foul. And that's how things get started here in the 7th. It's been a close game throughout. Spartans only picking up a pair of runs, both of those unearned. There's a changeup in there for strike 2. Count now at 0-2 on Godmare. Oh, 2 pitch. That one's on the ground. Throw to first is in time. And the Knights now down to their final 2 outs. Balmer making that play. It's going to bring up Eliza Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 0 for 2 today. First pitch. Big swing and a miss. Count at 0-1 now on Gonzalez. 1 out here for the Knights. As they trail 2-0 over the Spartans. Here's the pitch. That one's on the ground towards third, but foul. And the count now at 0-2. Pitch to Gonzalez is outside. Count now at 1-2. Game far from over. A bloop and a blast would tie it. 1-2 pitch is popped up and out of play. So the count still at 1-2. Knights looking to get something going here. Have not had a base runner since the top half of the first inning. Galehouse surrendering a single to the leadoff batter Morgan Simpson in inning number 1 and has been perfect since. 1-2 count to Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. She fouls that one off. So a good fight from Gonzalez. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out. Galehouse set and deals. Gonzalez still fighting. Count at 1-2. One-two pitch on the way. That one swung on and missed, and the Knights are now down to their final out. It's going to be up to Adriana Otero. She looks to keep things going for the Knights. Otero 0 for 2 today, strikeout and a line out. First pitch taken for strike 1. 0-1 count now on Otero. Pitches downstairs and count now to ball and a strike. Knights trying to extend this inning. Looking to get on by any means possible. Keep this game alive. Here's a ground ball to short. Tough bounce. But it's corralled by Balmer and thrown over to first. And that's going to do things here in game number 1 of the series. Spartans pick up a victory. 2-0 win over the Knights. It's going to move their record to 38-3. They're 26-2 in conference play. Winning pitcher Mariah Galehouse. She gets the win in this one. Fardanish will take the loss, although she pitched a great game for the Knights. Galehouse record now at 14-3 for Fardanish. Her record will move to 7-18. So that'll do things here on day number 1 of this 2-day series, 3-game series between the Knights and the Spartans. Don't forget, tomorrow's Senior Day. Festivities set to begin around 11:40. Broadcast coverage set to begin at about 11:35. We'll do it one more time tomorrow here from